This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is the National Football League. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Taken at about the 36. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
And when you talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful, you got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, second and third reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A draw play for Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 52 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson finding Fells complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, screen play, Johnson. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Burrow looking to pass. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on second is Watson. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Brian Anger now. standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
These two teams all tied after one. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Green. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete. Bernard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on a slant complete to Green. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On the draw, here's Bernard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. This from 34 yards out, left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Burrow, and that's complete. It's Green here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Cincinnati.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Back to Mixon on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Caught by Cobb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st down, Watson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ross Blacklock picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watson now on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to go down again. DJ Reader able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Carter. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So that one will be accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Here's Watson throwing on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks, and the Texans push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 12 more yards there and another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down. Here's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they run with Mixon. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 4. From the gun, Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson, caught by Cobb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson out to, and this will be a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now the Bengals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Let's go. Come on, you serious? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're set. 19. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, and the Bengals will get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 15. A minute 36 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Underneath, this is Bernard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.